Another lovely day begins. Ghosts and ghouls with greenish skin. So close your eyes and you will find that you've arrived in Frightenstein. Perhaps the Count will find a way to make his monster work today. For if he solves this monster mania, he can return to Transylvania. So welcome where the sun won't shine, to the castle of Count Frightenstein.
You little devils. Today, I speak to you as Count Tutula. This castle is not big enough for both of us. Now, one of us must go. Choose. Bad choice. I see you're carrying a bunch of empties, oh empty-headed one.
Thank you, Master.
All right, Igor. What are you doing with all of these? Never mind that now. Put them down. Put them down. For now it is time to raise the flag and to sing our most glorious national anthem. I will wait 2 seconds for you to get into it.
Gori, gori, Transylvania, the fables and pets will always maim ya. The monkey would like to claim ya as we go stumbling through.
He can do that. I pledge, by the sign of the three-toed sloth, that I will do my best to do my duty, to always obey the laws of the werewolf pack, and to never rest until Brucey lives once more and takes his rightful place in the annals of distinguished monsters, and I can once again return to that most glorious of all homelands, Transylvania. I said that. Get on with it.
As we go stumbling.
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
I've made another bad judgment. All right, Igor, explain yourself. Now, what were you doing?
Master, I was just checking the empty bottles and returns.
You're checking the empty bottle returns?
Yes, Master.
Well, how's it coming?
Well, by aeroplane, raft, ship, parachute,
Oh, Dad,
helicopter.
why did you leave me that?
Rotten. Juana Clyde once had a hope. It was his fondest wish to capture for the zany zoo the fabled flying fish. He traveled to a tropic isle and there began his wait, with line and sinker overboard and cans of worms for bait. As Juana Clyde would have it, he was sitting in repose when suddenly a flying fish went right past his nose. So now, if it's a flying fish you really want to get, you'd be much better off to use an old mosquito net.
Tiny zoo time! You caught me in the middle of my dance routine. Did you like it? Excuse me. Hello? Yes, it's Juana Clyde, Batty. Rudolph knew you? Didn't you like it? Well, I'd like to see you take films of all the lovely animals. Well, same to you, mate. All right. All right, now I would like to give you my impression of the flip-wing Zanzibar bird. Flip-wing Zanzibar bird that goes something like this. Wow! Did you like it? Well, if you didn't like it, you might just as well say so. You don't have to go and blow your top. All right, now it's time for our film for the day. And we'll find it right over here by the projector. And here we are, reels in place. Lovely. Put the focus on. We always have to have a nice focus. Such a lovely camera, too. And then we turn it on. And what are we going to see today? All right, what do we got here? Oh, a nice still shot. Look at that. Hello, you're upside down, sir. And you know why he's upside down? Because this is the two-toed sloth, not to be confused with the three-toed sloth that the Count has, eh? That meanie one who won't let the poor old eagle have a pet. That's right. But he looks a lot kinder, he does. That's right. Now, they're found in forests of South America from Venezuela to Brazil. Now, they measure over 2 feet long, and they weigh about 20 pounds. Oh, look at it, look at it. I have to stand on my head to get a good look at you, sir. Oh, isn't that nice? Now, the arms are longer than the legs. You see how they hang there on the tree stems there? Very lovely. Look at the fur. My goodness. Must spend hours brushing his hair. Now, they sleep with their head on their chest between the arms, looking very inconspicuous. I say, oh, give us a kiss, would you? Would you give us a kiss? Ho, 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 ho. Oh, that's quite nice, too. Quite nice. Did you like that? I loved it. And, you know, we let out our little rary bird, so I think we better get him back in time for his feed time. All right. Tip-a-rary! Tip-a-rary! There, made it that time, didn't break. But these things happen, don't they? All right, this is Bawana Clydbatty saying to you, as I have to say at the end of each day, go to your local zoo. You go there and have your own little safari. You'll like it very much, I'm sure. And so I say ooga booga, which means when you find your streetcar of desire, watch for the mud puddles as you retire. All right, ta-ra! Bye-bye,
Wolfman? Well, whatever he does.
Ooga booga means the worst is yet to come. We shall return.
I wish the Oracle could see Brucey's future.
The Oracle went out to see his first Shakespearean play. He purchased tickets for the special Wednesday matinee. He had a friend, an actor, who was carrying a spear in this production of the Bard's smash hit called Old King Lear. The Oracle went right backstage where most folks never go, and saw his friend was happy that he'd come to see the show. But oracles just should not say things like go and break a leg, because in the first act his friend did, and King Lear laid an egg.
Welcome. I am the wise and all-seeing Oracle. I have obtained so much in my life. I have obtained great knowledge. Why, I have even obtained an enormous amount of broken glass. Straighten up. But now, for our sign for today, O swirling mist whom the gods have kissed, which time, which life will fortune twist? Ah, it is Gemini. Now, Gemini, that's all the kids that were born between May the 21st and June the 20th. Geminis are able to, they're able to fly through any problem, analyzing why and how, exhausting every mental possibility. So that is why, kids, if you are a Gemini, If you apply yourself, you will do very well in school. And now, time for our spare crystal, unfortunately. Sorry, Uto. All right, now. Oh, magic crystal, crystal ball. Tell me now. Tell me. Oh. Yeah. My prediction for today. If you wish to succeed, Gemini, you must be willing, especially today, to be patient and give in a little. You're not right all the time. Let your associate take the initiative today. Oh, yes, that is very wise words. I mean, you must not always push your own ideas. Think and listen. This is important.
Hello, Gronk. How are you today?
Oh, I'm not quite up to Gronk today.
Is that right? Well, I'm surprised to hear that.
Well, I'm all right. I'm all right.
What's the trouble?
Well, anyway, listen, I want to tell you something. Do you want to hear about my Uncle Fungus who died at sea?
After much deliberation, no.
Good. Well, it seems my Uncle Fungus was 50 miles out at sea when he decided to go out on deck to get a little air, and he died.
What do you mean he died? I mean, how?
He forgot he was traveling in a submarine.
Very funny, very funny. But did you know how a submarine is able to travel underwater?
Well, to tell you the truth, no.
Good. That's why we have these books, because I have
Sure.
a book here that tells us everything we ever wanted to know about submarines.
A veritable wealth of info.
That is correct.
Sure.
Would you like to know what the book is called?
What is the book called?
Everything we've ever wanted to know about submarines.
Wrong. Ooh,
Just a little
nipper?
locked out.
Sure.
All right, here we go. Everything you ever want to know about submarines. It says that submarines have special tanks built into their side, and that when the water pours in,
The people get out.
the people get out. No, it doesn't say that,
They
Gronk.
stay in.
No, it's
They
not
take a
exactly
bath.
that way. If you'll allow me to read a little further, I'll explain
Sure.
what happens.
Okay, they don't get out.
The water can't touch the people because it's in special tanks. Nobody gets wet,
And nobody gets out.
and nobody gets out. No, that's wrong. That's not the case at all. No, actually, it's right. Now, wait a minute. You're
You'll get
confusing
it
me.
right in a minute.
That's not what
Sure.
it says here.
That's not what it is.
It says that submarines also have hydroplanes. Now,
Sure.
hydroplanes look like little wings.
Little
just like a
wings
bat.
for flying in the sky.
No, two at
No.
the front and two at the back. And by moving them forward or backwards, you get
A bumpy
a
ride.
bumpy ride.
Bumpity bump through the ocean. Sure.
That's not it. Would you just be quiet for a minute and I'll tell you what it is?
Okay.
All right. What you get? You get the submarine to go either up or down.
Up
now,
or
the first
down.
submarines were very primitive. They didn't even have...
Swimming pools.
Swimming pools.
No
They-
swimming pools.
It's
Of course,
not the
they
case
had a
of
lot
them
of...
having swimming pools. I'll continue.
Sure.
They didn't have such things as snorkels or periscopes or atomic power.
They didn't?
No.
That's very primitive.
You really think so?
Sure. You know, my Uncle Fungus made a big mistake going out on deck when he did.
I know.
He should have done it long before. Nobody likes him anyway. Wrong.
How can he, who would sleep on a simple cot, meditate briefly, the repairs to a Honda 50?
Let go of me. Let go of me. Oh, you monster.
Griselda had a dream in which the things that she would make came out as lovely as could be, each cookie, pie, and cake. She told me the next morning, and I said to her, "It seems that you must love to go to sleep. You have such lovely dreams." And she replied, "Oh, no, not me. I tossed and turned all night, 'cause baking things as good as that can give one quite a fright." Ah, the dog.
The gourmet. And get this, a meal cooked by another chef would be unbeatable. A show done by another cook is easily unbeatable. Love that jazz. Now, away we go. Here we are in the kitchens again. Oh, and what we have in store for you today, you're just going to love. Because this one has a very special title. Now, we call it the What's Happening Now Groovy Out of Sight Tough Beechwood 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 Rock and Roll Rhythm and Blues, the sock it to them dinner with peas. Now, to start off our little goodie, we have prepared some whipped cream here, as you can see, which is very nice. Now, here's a real specialty number of the house, and these are stems of toadstools. Now, we're just going to use a couple of these because they're a real powerhouse. Right. Now, something we haven't used for some time, and I just love it, croakberry. Out of sight. That's good. Now, we just mix that all together. And now, if we were to put a little of the old, what have we got here that's left that looks good? I know, some salty seawater. I just love this. Woo-hoo! Woo, used to sail on the sea. There we go. Beauty, beauty. Now, we're just going to stir some more. Isn't it wonderful? Mmm. Do you believe the beauty? Now, here we go for our final ingredient. And as we go, we stroke this lovely little Polly. Got him on the beat, got him on the beat. And now, for this particular dish, I mean, it is so involved that we must have just hundreds and hundreds of different things to go in it. But in this particular case, it's getting carrots. So come on, here we go with the carrots, and we're going to put them in the old cauldron. So here they go in the cauldron. Oh, I think I hit it. All right, now having done that, we finish mixing up our lovely ingredients here, and off we go to the cauldron. Oh, all right, here we go, kids. Very good, very good. Cauldron, cauldron, toil and trouble. Cauldron boil and cauldron bubble. Okay, it's taster's time.
Wake up. It's time for your sedative.
Oh, no, no. Do not go away. We will soon return.
You know, if it wasn't for the slop, Igor would have a pet by now.
The Count sold my winter coat.
All right, pull over. Hold on there, Igor. This is Grammar Slammer here again, ready to hammer in some grammar with the help of the Grammar Slammer's Brammer.
Would you like to have your hammer before your bammer? Would you like to get lost?
Now, boys, please, let harmony rule. Now, Brammer, tell Igor that you're sorry you said that.
Oh, you're sorry you said that. I am not sorry.
Cease, desist now, boys. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Now, what have you been doing to the wonderful English language, Igor?
Nothing.
Nothing is right.
Aha.
Why, I just distinctly heard you say The Count sold my winter coat at the pawn shop.
Wrong!
Now, why is that wrong? Let's have an instant replay on that.
Oh.
All right. What about it, Igor?
I'll tell you why it was wrong. Because it was my coat, and he had no right.
Yes, but we know all that. Now, what about your grammar?
Well, he didn't sell that at the pawn shop.
How about a bammer? Slammer bammer.
Your grammar is terrible. There's no such word as selled.
Oh.
Well, why don't you tell the Count that? He did the selling.
Oh.
Well, you've got to use another word for selling.
Well, what about stole?
Stole?
Yeah, stole. He stole my coat.
No.
Oh. Oh, bammer, rammer.
All right, come on now. Let's use a word like sold, except a little shorter.
Well, what about,
No, a little longer than that.
What about se?
No, a little longer than that.
What about sold?
Yes, he sold your coat. Wonderful, marvelous, fantastic. Let's see that corrected issue there. Let's see. That's it. Well done, Igor.
You see? Mind you, it was a pretty good coat.
Oh. Say goodnight, Bammer.
Good night, bammer.
Good night,
Slammer
yourself,
bammer.
and don't come back no more.
Slammer bammer equal. Next time.
Yeah.
The Librarian, a scholarly gronk.
Librarians are stubborn men, or so I've heard them say. But I did not believe it till it all came clear one day. I saw the old librarian make quite a ghastly face, for in the middle of his book he somehow lost his place. He said, I'm now at chapter 6, or is it chapter 10? I don't know which, so what I'll do is start it all again. I said, why don't you check and see? To look would be no crime. He said, I couldn't do that because I haven't got the time.
Welcome to the library. And I, of course, am the librarian. This is horrendous, and this is Paul. Good, horrendous, nice jump, farther, fine. Now, are you ready to be horrified? Well, the librarian is ready to horrify you. Zanzibar must be about. Our first is entitled The Lion and the Eagle. Yes, that's what I said. An eagle stayed his flight and entreated a lion to make an alliance with him to their mutual advantage. The lion replied, I have no objection, but you must excuse me for requiring you to find surety for your good faith. For how can I trust anyone as a friend who is able to fly away from his bargain whenever he pleases? The moral is, try before you trust. Do you dig that? Well, if you do, let me know. I have another story for you. Be careful, Horrendous. The hen and the swallow. A hen, finding the eggs of a viper and carefully keeping them warm, nourished them into life. A swallow, observing what she had done, said, You silly creature, why have you hatched those vipers, which when they shall have grown, will inflict injury on all, beginning with yourself? Wow, that is really a heavy number. One more, and this will get you. This was definitely going to get you. The donkey and the horse. A donkey besought a horse to spare him a small portion of his food. Yes, said he. If any remains of what I am now eating, I will give it you. For the sake of my own superior dignity, And if you will come when I shall reach my own stall in the evening, I will give you a little sack full of barley. The donkey replied, thank you, thank you. I can't think that you, who refuse me a little matter now, will by confer on me a greater benefit later. Out of sight. Yes, and it was horrifying, wasn't it? I got you with that one, I must have. Yes, your fear is gripping your body. It's... No. Well, you're laughing at me. You laugh at me, Librarian. Well, I'll get you next time. I'll search my books to find the right one for you. But until that time, the Librarian says... Just one push, and I will become the new conductor of the Bucharest Symphony Orchestra.
Good part of the show is going to come on again in a moment if you want to stick around, but you don't have to if you don't want to, because ooga booga.
You're not putting me in any zoo.
Of all the animals I knew, the strangest was a kangaroo. He lived sedately all his life and ate his pastries with a knife. One day he came to visit me, and in the midst of drinking tea, quite suddenly let out the cry, I feel a pain in me right eye. He went to Petvet on a whim, and the doctor said to him, when drinking tea in afternoon, you must, dear boy, remove the spoon.
Yes, I'm sorry, but I cannot talk now. I'm expecting Dr. Petvet, and he's bringing for me a special new kind snake to look at. I've got my terrarium ready and everything. Goodbye, here's the doctor. Goodbye.
Hello, Igor.
Hello, doctor.
Oh, I see you have your terrarium here today.
Yes, because you said you were bringing me a terrarium thing today.
And I certainly have, and here he is. Oh,
I know what that is.
Handsome fella. There you go. Whoop. Oh, he's really active, isn't he?
He's a snake.
That's right, and he's a special kind of snake. He is a Florida water snake. And guess where you find him?
In Florida.
Well, very clever of you, Igor.
And also in the water.
Oh, well, now I'll tell you something about that. Now, first, he grows to a maximum of 5 feet, so this fella isn't quite grown up yet, is he? But he's getting there. Come on, that's the idea. Boy, he's an active...
He goes.
Now, when he's young, he's banded, but when he grows up to be an adult, he'll turn quite black, you see. Now, he's turning quite dark now, so he's getting older, but he can actually reach a length of 5 feet. Isn't that something? He's going to be a big fellow.
Pretty big.
Now, they're excellent swimmers. Now, when they're frightened, though, they'll hide at the bottom of the pond. That's right. They don't want to be hurt. I can't blame them for that.
That's why they're black and camouflage.
Yeah, and they're very friendly when they're small. They're awful friendly. But you know something? You must not keep it in a wet place if you're going to keep it in a terrarium. Now, this terrarium's all dry.
Yes.
That's good. And I'll tell you why. Because they don't live in the water all the time. They just go in the pond and such just to feed, you see. And they'll sit up in a tree all day long.
And then when they're hungry, they just jump in the water.
They just jump in the water and take a little swim around. That's all they do. So you must remember not to keep them any moisture in your terrarium if you have a Florida water snake, because they'll get blisters, you see, and that will really hurt them. And we don't want to hurt our pets, do we?
No.
No, isn't he a cute? Come on, little fella.
Sleeping?
Yeah, no, he's awake. Look at him.
Oh, I thought he was sleeping.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's awake.
Now, you should really supply him with a small little dish for drinking. Now, I've only got him here as a guest today, but...
Oh, if he stayed here for a few days...
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you.
I would have all the things ready and,
His name is Sam. Sam the Serpent, I call him.
Sammy Serpent.
And I want you to have Sam. Do you think you could get a little water dish for him?
I'll speak to the sloth. I won't even tell him about the water dish.
All right, I'll wait here with Sam. All right, Sam.
Hello, Mr. Sloth. Yes, it's me, Igor. I just wondered if perhaps I could have a house guest for a few days. Fellow named Sam.
I think I know what the answer is.
The answer is definitely no.
Yes, definitely no.
And he's so nice.
Yes, he is.
Bye-bye.
Don't you worry. I'll take care of Sam.
Goodbye.
All right, Igor. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
I'll bring you another pet.
Tomorrow, Dr. Petvet. Goodbye.
You know, Dr. Petvet scares me. Don't ask me why. He just does.
All right, Igor. I want you to give me a hand.
Bravo, bravo, Count, bravo.
All right, big fellow. Never mind the smart alecky things, all right? Just pay attention. When I say give me a hand, I mean I want your assistance.
Yes, Master.
All right, now let's make yourself useful. I want
Yes,
you to
Master.
take these two terminals and put them together.
Master, if it's all the same with you, I'd rather not get involved.
Igor, it's not all the same to me. Get involved.
Yes, Master.
Very good. Now, get ready. Are they connected? Yeah. Hey, too much. Swing it, babe. Yeah, too much. I didn't know you could dance like that, Igor. That's fantastic.
I wasn't dancing, Master. These things was...
Never mind that. I know when the person's dancing or not. Anyway, we have no time for these foolishness. For now. Now I am going to show you my new invention. Oh, I love that. It really sends me. All right. How does it look to you, Igor?
Master, to tell the truth, it looks like an old record player to me.
Igor, to the unscientifically trained eye, it would. But only I know what this is going to be. Now, I need your help.
Yes,
Firstly,
Master.
you place the bowl on the turntable. Now, I want you to give me the very special ingredient that I've invented, the H0use of Fr.
H0use of Fr, Master.
Very good, Igor. Shooby-dooby. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, now I will require the H0use of Fr. Thank you, Igor. Now you're helping like a good boy should. Now you're helping like a good boy should. Now you're helping like a good boy should. Ah, fantastic. And finally, for the last ingredient, I want the H2SO.
6, Master, 6.
Paying attention. I love it. Very good boy, Igor.
Thank you, Master.
Now, here we go. Very good. And now, for the final step in my experiment. And away we go. You know, this is such a fantastic looking contraption. I should get a fantastic name for it.
Should, Master.
I really should. I wonder what I could call it.
Well, it makes a good mix, Master.
It's come to me. That's fantastic. I will call it a master mix.
Possible, but I don't think so. Let's take a break.
Hey, gang, did you hear about the mosquito who flew to South America for the winter? It didn't do him any good because he landed. He was in Chile. Chile, you get it? The country to... Ah, forget it. It was funny. All right, lunchtime.
Professors are a funny sort. They know all kinds of things, like when the bees begin to buzz and why do bats have wings. But when I ask one how he is or what's the time of day, he merely shakes an angry fist and says to go away. Professors know a lot, I'll grant. They're really very bright, but one thing they could stand to learn is how to be polite.
How do you do, my friends, abundant in many places and everywhere? Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls and teachers especially, I am the professor in this place. My name, Professor Julius Sumner Miller, and physics, our business. And we are talking about the classical demonstration called The Monkey and the Hunter, in which arises an interesting question. You remember we have a tube of smooth bore, and we bore sight on a monkey held up by an electromagnet. Tin can. We put the projectile in the chamber of the gun, and across the muzzle are two little wires which close the electrical circuit to energize the magnet. Now, what do? There yonder hangs the monkey. Here I am the hunter, and with one projectile in the chamber, I blow. The projectile emerges from the muzzle of the gun, separates those two little wires, opens the electrical circuit, and down comes the monkey. And what does the projectile do? The projectile hits him.
A strange phenomenon.
Now, if I blow harder and have a higher muzzle velocity, maybe I can hit the monkey here. Call this 1, call this 2. If I blow harder, having a higher muzzle velocity, maybe I can hit the monkey here at M3. Question. Remember, I have bore-sighted, no correction with mechanisms along the barrel. Question. Can I blow hard enough to hit the monkey there? Answer, never, never, never. Why? Because the moment the projectile emerges from the muzzle, it is attacked by gravitational forces and could never take that straight path. More than that, I have this to say, and this will alarm you. This will alarm you, which is part of my purpose. Supposing I had a gun which was leveled exactly horizontally, and I shot a projectile at a target horizontally, and there are no sight corrections on this instrument. I hope you see that I could never hit the target. Never! Example. Supposing the muzzle velocity of this bullet was 1,000 feet per second. Supposing this distance was 1,000 feet. And supposing, absolutely ideally, the muzzle velocity of the bullet is unaltered, unimpeded, unchanged. It would take 1 second for the bullet to get from here to there. But in 1 second, this bullet takes such a path, and if you recall your knowledge of freely falling bodies, in 1 second from rest vertically, this would be 16 feet. Indeed, if I were to shoot this bullet at this target right here, it can never be hit. So somebody says, look here, Professor, I shoot guns and I hit targets. Sure, the gun is made to do like that by the sights that are fixed to it, and the projectile takes this path. And anybody could, with that mechanism, hit a barn door. Barn door. Thus, we conclude some interesting exercises on projectile motion. All enchanting, very much so. My next experiment has to do with 2 potatoes. A small potato and a big potato. And with the adventure on these 2 potatoes, we will distinguish 2 very important ideas. Temperature and heat. And they are constantly misused and used badly and much wrongly. Heat and temperature do not mean the same, and we shall make the ideas clear with a small potato and a big one. So you see the virtue of plebeian things. You don't need elaborate apparatus.
Not bad.
What happened, Igor? I got electric shock, Master. The TV...
I'm sorry to hear that. That's very...
Wait a minute.
Yes, Master.
That twigs my idea.
Oh, a twig.
Do you realize what this means? What if we were to take the voltage from some electrical outlet, eh?
Yes.
And pass it into Brucey's body? He would probably have to jump the same as the electricity made you jump.
Better him than me, Master.
Right, this is a fantastic idea. All right, Igor, I want you to run and get some wire for me.
Just happen to have some with me.
What, Captain? Very good, Igor. Here is my idea. What I'm going to do is as follows. I am going to connect this end to Brucey. That being done, now I want you to run outside and to climb up the top of the flagpole and connect the other end of this wire. You understand? You see what my theory is?
Yes.
We will wait until there is an electrical storm. It will come by, no doubt. It always is raining out there. And when it does, we will transmit by throwing this switch up. We will transmit all that voltage and current into Bruce's body, and he will work. Do you understand me?
Yes, that's a fantastic idea.
Of course
but Master...
What?
I'd rather not get involved.
Igor, must I remind you?
I'm going,
All right,
Master.
so where you go now, big fellow?
All right. Help! I'm stuck, Master. I'm stuck.
Tough!
You're all hard.
You have to be in my racket. Here, I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Master.
All right, hurry up, Igor.
Hurry.
Let me know when you get it connected. Let me know when the storm's coming.
It's connected, Master.
All right, switch is on. Igor!
Yes, Master.
This is very strange. The electricity is going through his body, but he's not moving. Strangely enough, I seem to hear music.
Me too.
Wait a minute. Igor, do you realize what I've done?
What have you done, Master?
I have somehow found a way to harness all that current coming from the flagpole into Brucey's body. Why, he's become a giant transistor Brucey radio.
But what are we going to do, Master?
Why don't we dance?
Good idea.
Something always good happens out of this.
One of your better experiments.
I think so.
How do you do, and how are you? I am the Wolfman, and you remember our motto around here as we believe in the wolf. So keep them letters coming in. They're of the utmost importance. Hello. Dr. Petvet. How's it going, babe? Oh, you lost a doggy? Oh, that's half my people. Okay, I'll keep a sharp lookout. Right, send them right back as soon as I find them. Okay, baby, good talking to you. What that? Oh, you want a request? Yeah. Mercy? Oh, that's not a plea. Dig, yeah.
I would like to answer your letter that you have sent me. You're always so kind to write to me. Dear Oracle. How did you know I was the Oracle? Why is Taurus called a bull and Scorpio called a scorpion? Oh, seems like a fair question. Well, these are names attached to each one of the 12 signs of the zodiac, you see. It all goes back to the time when the ancient Greeks first looked up at the stars. Astronomy had been around for, about 4,000 years, ever since the Egyptians. But the Greeks were the first to chart. They were the first to chart the stars and constellations under the names that we know them now. They looked up in the sky and saw 7 stars that looked like a water dipper and ended up calling it the Big Dipper. Heavy number, eh? In other parts of the sky, they saw collections of stars that needed labeling as well. So around these stars, they drew pictures. Yes, they drew pictures of scorpions and rams and all kinds of things, lions and fish. Now, to see these stars by themselves, it is hard to imagine how they ever saw the objects and animals that they did. Still, it was a convenience that we've kept even until this very day. Have you ever looked up and seen the bear in the sky? Well, if you do, let me know about it, because I haven't. Will you cut it out? Why don't you straighten up?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm just stamping my ladder, stamping my ladder.
Well, how you you feeling today, Harvey Slingenglocker?
Wall banger.
I just do that because I love to hear you say that. Wall banger.
You're teasing me.
Oh, not me. The Count would never tease anyone. Is there any mail for me today, Harvey?
Mail for you. Let me see now. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
I'm afraid not.
I want mail and you don't think so.
Well, I think there is one.
Oh,
I think there is one right there. Just one.
Well, it was. And now we will see what we will see.
Who's it from?
Well, this is signed from Alfred. And Alfred asked me, does Griselda really make Wolfman soup? As a matter of fact, she does. And Alfred, we're going to send you a special recipe too, along with the picture, all right?
Oh, good. All right, I'll send that out.
I hope you will. And I'll pay up my bill later on in the week. All right with you, Harvey?
Sure, fine. No, it's wall banger. He never gets it right.
The Count is a gronk.
The castle lights are growing dim. There's no one left but me and him. When next we meet in Frankenstone, don't come alone.